I've been asked to speak for C.O.R.E, which is the Center for Organ Recovery and Education. And I understand I'm speaking to all the recipients of organs or someone who has even donated organs. So you have all really invested a lot of your life into something wonderful, giving someone else a chance to live. And if you received an organ, you've had a chance to live, and I'm sure you're very, very grateful for that. And I thought about how it took a lot of courage for you to do this, for you either to donate an organ or to receive an organ. Both of those things take a lot of courage, and I just want to commend you for it. Actually, in the scale of consciousness, which is a scale developed by Dr. David Hawkins, courage is like in the middle at, say, the 200 level. And what this means is the lower level would be whenever you have low vibes like shame or guilt, apathy, anger. Anger is actually higher than shame or guilt because it has some kind of motivation. But anyway, when we're talking about having a vibe, if you're ever around someone who has low vibe, it sort of drains you a little bit. And we all are like that. And but courage is higher than any of those. And then above courage is love and peace and joy, where we'd really all like to be. But anyway, David Hawkins said that if our society could just raise to the level of courage, that it would make such a difference in the entire world. We would change the world if we could have courage. And so I think that all of you are changing the world. Your life really, really matters. It makes a big difference to just courage. Like if you're around someone who has courage. Have you ever walked in a room and you could tell what was going on? You could tell what kind of vibe it was. Well, if you just have courage, and the word encouragement, like what I'm trying to do to you, for you, is also high vibe, because courage, encouragement gives courage. And so I just want to encourage you that you've made the right decision. You've really have a lot of invested in this, and sometimes life comes in it. We have so many things we can pick from in life, but we have to decide what the most important thing is that we're going to do. And because you've invested so much in it, I can see why you want to keep volunteering and you want to help out, and this is where your friends are, this is where you find your motivation. And I often speak on the fact that socialization and movement are the two things that will keep us baby boomers out of the nursing home. So this is your socialization. You know each other, you encourage each other, and I want to commend you for that. So now this low vibe, a lot of us can have anger or fear or anxiety, sadness. We all have that. And something that can actually be stored in our tissues. So say if you only have one kidney left, you don't want to be storing that kind of trauma in your tissues. And what helps me about this is just at the end of the day when I go to sleep, just to write down, say, what are my emotions for the day? Because emotions only want to be acknowledged. They want to, like, say if I felt sad today, I could say, I felt sad today. I don't need to tell anybody else. I just have to acknowledge that I had that emotion. That way it can flow through me and not get stuck in my tissues. Whenever you hold something in, like someone hurts your feelings or whatever, and you don't want to talk back at them, and you want to still have class or grace, or if you just bottle that all up, it's going to hurt your body because it is still there. We want that all to flow through us. And the same way with love and joy and peace, we want that to flow through us so that it just keeps on come in, flow out to other people. So I thought about how, releasing is really a big thing. We have to release the things that we don't need anymore. So an experience happens and we need to release that. And in yoga, we often push down before we lift up, like this. Or I'll have them do something like inhale here, exhale, dive, inhale, and then exhale back to your heart. So we know on the exhale, we're actually getting rid of things. We're exhaling the stuff that doesn't, it's already served us. And we're exhaling, and then of course we have to take an inhale. The exhale really is all part of parasympathetic. It's part of the system that is for rest or digest. If you didn't ever exhale and you just kept taking stuff in, you would be in really sad shape. So if you want to, you can do this with me. Inhale here, exhale, dive, inhale, and exhale. Good. So it's an inhaling and exhaling. It's a release process. So say if I had sadness, I could release that and then fill it up with something more beautiful and back down into my heart. And I teach yoga, and we actually have a series called Warrior 1, Warrior 2, Reverse Warrior, and Side Angle. I'm going to show you what they look like, and then I'll explain this all. As I do it, I'll explain it. So Warrior 1, we get in a stance like this, and we put our hands at heart center, and we turn to the right, and we bring our hands up. And this is like looking to the heavens. We're thinking about all the blessings that we have and how we could bring them down. Like for instance, let's just take sunshine and water and all the things that means. That would be a lot of our food. And we bring that in, all the people that have helped with that. Then we turn to the side and we're ready for Warrior 2. So instead of looking up, we're going to look to the side, Warrior 2. This is where we look at our fellow man and we think, you know, I have strength. I've gotten so many gifts. I've had food to eat. There's people that care about me. How could I care for somebody else? And I'm sure all of you have thought about that because you gave an organ possibly. Then after we look at our fellow man, there's a time of introspection. So we drop the left hand and turn the right hand up. The right hand's going to come up and over our head almost like an umbrella. But this is energy that's going up and going down. It's sort of a time of contemplation, trying to think, I wonder what in the world I should do with my energy that I've received. And then we reach and we bring our hand down to our leg. We're ready for side angle. Looking this way, I'm going to watch my hand as it goes over. This is all the choices that I could make. All those many choices, and I stop right here. That's my passion. That's my goal. I can't do everything. I can only do certain things that would be in this same line. And if I try to do everything, I'm just going to wear myself out. So I'm going to come back out of this. So something that's kind of interesting is if you make two lists, it and not it. So for you all, you've all invested so much into organ recovery and education. That's it for you. But there's going to be a lot of other things that's going to be asked of you. Like people are going to say, will you help me do this? Will you help me do that? Maybe I should do this. But we have to remember where our passion is. Your passion is to help other people know the value of their organs and how they could help somebody else once we're done with them. Like after we die, we could donate them to people. Just even think about the cornea of our eye, how that could help other people. That's it. So decision, the word decision, it means to cut away. You understand incision is like to cut in. Decision is to cut away. So we cut away what is not it. I'm just going to stay with what is it. And I want to encourage you that what is it is how you are volunteering, going to all these different places, trying to tell people about this program that you're interested in and that you have devoted your heart to. And I just want to tell you you're doing the right thing. And so that's my speech for you and my encouragement. And namaste, which means I honor the life within you.